Welcome back to DeFi Crypto with the best levels in the game. Definitely make sure to subscribe, comment below. We're going to be taking a look at Cardano ADA token, one of my old favorites. But yeah, first off, as usual, we're going to take a quick summary overview of what has happened in the past week's worth of trading from kind of the 30th of December last year. It's kind of a good point to start. We can see a nice little low was made right there. Support was found on the 786 level, and prices have then, kind of gone up 14-15%. Now, is this a good time to go long? Well, not until you watch this video, right? So what actually happened here? Well, pretty simple. ADA followed Bitcoin structure-wise, but pumped a lot more as it is an altcoin. Good community in ADA, so there's always going to be that liquidity when prices are ready to go up. But you can see, obviously, we made this low, then proceeded to actually break the lower mean range, which is the negative 236 level, right? Strong buying, right? We got that aggressive candle right there. Then coming up to actually hold that level as support. That to me is very good sign of strength. What happened then? Well, since support was found, prices then flew all the way up to this 50 EMA. Now that is kind of typical of most assets, right? Prices do always head to that 50 EMA in even in a bear market, right? You can see prices hover up to that 50 EMA and either find support or resistance, right? As you can see right here, for example, support was found right there. We're kind of heading into a similar situation now where prices have broken the 50 EMA but are rejecting off of that mean level. So this to me is perfect mean reversion, right? The mean price for ADA is 0.27 cents, right? Or 0.27 cents and 11, whatever you want to call it, right? And that's kind of the mean price for ADA right now. Now, does that mean that ADA will completely reject? Well, who knows? We'll have to see what happens, right? We are unfortunately heading into the weekend, so we need to be careful of what happens. But to me, ADA is still relatively cheap, even from a monthly fib level overview. If we take a look at the weekly trading range, we can see, as I said before, something pretty similar happened, right? Jump right off the golden pocket. I mean, this to me is a beautiful trade, right? We just have this wonderful bullish divergence, right? We got this higher high forming, bullish divergence right here. We've got divergence on the TDI. This was a really good long signal. And if this is going to be an uptrend, well, we wish to see the same thing next week. So for now, I personally wouldn't take any longs in this region. I would wait to see some sort of support level, found, right? So we can see above the trading range, above the mean trading range, right, will be a good place for support to be found. It is also around where the 50 EMA is. Now, what level is that? Right there around 26 cents, 25.9, right, would be a good level for support. If you see prices actually fully break down, we'll then expect to see a possible double bottom maybe, right? Maybe this is the first leg of a huge double bottom. We would have to see what happens then. But for now, I personally would not buy any sort of longs in this range, especially when you have a rejection off of something like the, excuse me, 200 EMA on the 4-hour chart. Substantial point of interest, but also very much a point of resistance in a bear market. I mean, this is something we'll see time and time again. This is usually the point where we see retail get hit the hardest, right? It's always that kind of psychological zone where people assume that prices are just going to pump indefinitely, right? And in the end, what happens is prices may, either reject, hold, but they hover around that 200 zone and then just absolutely crush everyone in that range, right? Longs and shorts together, right? So be very careful when you're buying on these resistance points on the EMAs, right? Be very careful of that. So, that's kind of my message to you for all of the ADA holders out there. We'll take a quick look as a bonus at the daily trading range, just so you can also get a daily perspective of what's going on. You can see a little bit of support being found right here. Personally, I don't long in the mean zone. Now in a bull market or extreme bear market, maybe, right? Because I kind of have more of a idea of the direction. But for now, prices, look like they're kind of going to range a little bit, right? ADA maybe not so much, as it has, shown substantial power to the upside. But Bitcoin, as you can see, Bitcoin has been rejecting quite aggressively off of this 200. We can see this point of liquidity has been taken out. Will Bitcoin kind of just hover and then drop? Who knows? There is a really interesting point of interest at 17,035. Again, 17,000 is a huge psychological level, so I want to see that tapped. So maybe if you're still sitting long on ADA, you could set some take profit points, even up to 29 cents, right? Somewhere around there might be, a point of interest where ADA might just pump if Bitcoin continues to pump. Somewhere around there would be a really nice point to take profit. I don't know if that'll happen today. If we look at the kind of days trading range, somewhere like 28 cents even, man. I mean, expect these coins to pump. Usually, people become bearish a bit too early, and then they get their stop swipe, liquidation swiped. You don't want to be that person. You want to wait until you see some sort of bearish structure found. Even better if you get a bearish structure and a huge spike up to the upside that does not close up there. That's usually a good time to short. But if you don't see any structure like that, do not short. Continue to seek longs. And this to me would be a good point of interest for seeking out a long. So hopefully this video helped you out. Shout out to the ADA community. Looking to see some good developments on that coin this year. I'll check in the next one.